Okay, class, let's start with a prayer first. Okay, who can do the prayer? Good morning, class. Okay, so before we proceed to our discussion, we will have first the checking of attendance. So, say present if your name is called. Albaw Judy Ann. Okay. Alatiit Mary Jane. Okay. Basikal Carla Jade. Okay. Bastasa Adonica May. And Bisana Genevieve. Okay, present naman kayong lahat. So, let's proceed to the icebreaker para magkaroon kayo ng energy. So, ang gagawin nyo dito, class, is you will going to get a pair and then close your hand and then ilalagay nyo siya ng alternate. And then, pag sinabi kong up, yung nasa baba is ilalagay nyo sa taas. And pag sinabi ko namang down, yung nasa taas is ilalagay nyo sa baba. At pag sinabi kong hammer, yung nasa baba is pupukpukin nyo yung nasa taas. So, ang ibig sabihin, yung nasa taas dapat is tatanggalin yung kamay niya upang hindi siya mapukpok. Okay? Okay, class, nag-enjoy ba kayo sa icebreaker natin? May energy na ba? Okay, may energy na. So, ang gagawin natin ngayon is, may itatanong ako sa inyo about the previous topic. So, can someone define the meaning of clouds? Okay? Yes, Miss Judy Ann Albao. Okay, how about the different types of clouds? So, Miss Carla J. Basical, can you enumerate the different types of clouds? Okay, very good. Let's proceed to the activity. So, the instruction here is the teacher will let the students go outside and observe clouds in the sky. The students will describe the types of clouds seen and tell the kind of weather they are experiencing. So, bibigyan ko kayo nito ng 2 minutes. Lalas kayo and then i-observe nyo kung anong clouds ang meron sa sky and then sasabihin nyo sa akin or sa ating klase kung ano ba yung weather na nararamdaman nyo sa kasalukuyan. Okay, since you're able to describe the types of clouds na nakita nyo and nasabi nyo din sa amin, sa ating klase kung ano yung uri ng panahon na meron tayo ngayon. So, tatanungin ko naman kayo, sa palagay nyo, what will be our topic for today? Anyone in the class? Okay, very good. So, our topic for today is, yes, tama kayo, it's all about predicting clouds. So, do you have any idea of what is predicting clouds? Okay? Okay, so let's proceed muna dito. So, the objectives of the lesson is at the end of the lesson, the students are expected to, the first objectives is to determine what kind of weather that each type of clouds will produce. The second objectives is that describe how to predict weather through clouds. And then the third one is explain the importance of predicting clouds. The first one here is the cumulus clouds. All is fair. Ibig sabihin, maganda yung panahon. So, noticeable for their fluffy white appearance. So, kulay puti siya. And then, fluffy siya. Typically forms on sunny day as the sun hits the ground and warms the air. Cumulus clouds commonly have rounded tops and flat bottoms. So, usually, meron siyang rounded tops and flat base. So, those with little vertical development indicate that the weather is fair. Yung mga vertical development daw. Pero, yung cumulus clouds may transform into cumulonimbus clouds wherein, alam naman natin na yung cumulonimbus cloud is a rain bearer. Ibig sabihin, maaaring magkaroon ng malakas na pag-ulan or unsettled weather. Pero sa cumulus clouds, yung weather is fair. And the precipitation cloud is snow. Ibig sabihin, walang ulan. Okay, let's proceed to the next one, which is the cirrostratus clouds. Moisture moving in. So, indicate a large amount of moisture in the upper atmosphere, generally associated with approaching warm front, may drape the entire sky in a gray haze and cause a halo around the sun or moon, which is an indication of a nearing storm. The precipitation clouds is snow but may signal an impending precipitation in the next 12 to 24 hours or sooner if front is fast moving. So, Okay, so here's the picture of cumulus cloud. So as you can see in the picture, the base is flat and it has rounded tops and then para siyang cotton fluffy. Okay? Pag makakita tayo ng cirrostratus clouds, so asahan na natin na medyo mataas yung humidity in the upper atmosphere. So it is also generally associated with approaching warm fronts. So kung saan alam naman natin na yung warm fronts is caused by dahil pinupush ng malamig na air yung warm air. So itong cirrostratus clouds, maaaring i-cover niya ang buong sky ng gray dust or fog, kung saan maaari itong mag-cause ng halo, wherein it is an indication of a nearing storm. Ibig sabihin may papalapit na bagyo kapag makakita kayo ng sun or moon na may halo. So the precipitation cloud in a cirrostratus cloud is that wala naman siyang ulan, pero maaaring magbago yung panahon in the next 12 to 24 hours. So here's the picture of the cirrostratus clouds. So as you can see in the picture, the sky is covered by the gray haze, kung saan kapag may sun or moon dyan, maaaring mag-form ng halo, which is an indication of a nearing. So here in the picture, there's no precipitation, wala namang ulan, pero maaaring magbago yung panahon in the next 12 to 24 hours. Maaaring magkaroon ng malakas na pag-ulan or mga thunderstorm, of course. Okay, so the third one is the cirrocumulus cloud, warm with a risk of storm. So this is popularly called the mackerel sky. So besides resembling fish scales, the clouds can signal the development of thunderstorm later in a day, commonly found between warm and cold fronts of a low pressure system and sometimes the onset of the colder temperature. So the precipitation is no, but signals convection and instability at mid-levels of the troposphere. Ibig sabihin ito yung uri ng clouds wherein medyo parang kahawig niya yung kaliskis ng isda. Kaya nga tinawag siya na mackerel sky. And it is commonly found between warm and cold fronts, or maaari natin itong makita kapag magsisimula na yung malamig na temperature. So itong cirrocumulus clouds, wala naman siyang precipitation, pero maaaring mag-signal siya ng instability in the mid-level troposphere. Ibig sabihin, maaaring magkaroon ng mga hindi kaaya-ayang panahon, mga pag-ulan. Okay? So here's the picture of the cirrocumulus clouds. So as you can see in the picture, para siyang kaliskis ng isda, fish scales. Okay? And then, okay naman, wala siyang precipitation. Pero maaaring magkaroon pa rin ng mga pag-ulan in the next hours. Okay? Okay, let's proceed to the cirrus clouds. All is fair. Ibig sabihin, mainit dito yung panahon, maalinsangan, walang pag-ulan. So, isolated wispy cirrus occur in fair weather. Ibig sabihin, makikita natin itong ganitong uri ng clouds kapag maganda yung panahon. However, if a large number of cirrus are overhead, this can be a sign of an approaching frontal system or upper air disturbances such as tropical cyclone. Therefore, if you see a cirrus-filled sky, it's a good indication that weather condition may soon deteriorate. Most likely weather is fair, but a change will occur in 24 hours, most likely a change of pressure fronts. So, precipitation cloud is no. Ibig sabihin dito sa cirrus clouds, nangyayari siya kapag maganda yung panahon. However, kapag medyo maging thick na siya, maaari na itong maging indication ng hindi magandang panahon and other air disturbances such as tropical cyclone, tropical depression, or maaaring maging typhoon talaga. Okay, dito is there's no precipitation cloud. Kasi nga, pag makakita tayo ng cirrus clouds, ibig sabihin, maganda yung panahon. Pero, huwag tayong magpakasiguro kasi in the next 24 hours, maaari siyang magbago. Most likely dahil sa pagbabago ng pressure fronts. So, here's the picture of the cirrus clouds. Okay, the picture of a cirrus cloud. So, kung makikita natin is, ano siya? Wispy and thin. Manipis lang siya. And, yung color ng kanyang is white. Ibig sabihin maganda yung panahon. Pero, maaring magbago pa rin yung weather in the next 24 hours. Depende sa pressure fronts na nagaganap sa atmosphere. The next one, let's proceed to the altostratus clouds. So, expect light rain. So, our mid-level flat clouds that appear as gray or bluish-gray clouds expanding across the sky, thin enough to allow a distorted image of the sun or moon to peer through, tend to form ahead of a warm or occluded front, also occur together with a cumulus at a cold front, and the precipitation is, yes, light rain. So, dito sa altostratus clouds, kung mapapansin natin, medyo gray siya and or bluish-gray na nag-expand across the sky. So, medyo thin din siya para makita natin yung distorted image of the sun or moon. And maaring din siyang mag-occur together with the cumulus clouds at a cold front. And kapag makakita tayo ng ganitong ulap, asahan na natin na medyo may mahinang pag-ulan. So, here's the picture of the altostratus clouds. Okay, so, ganito siya. So, kung makikita natin, medyo manipis din siya. That allow us to see the distorted image of the sun or the moon. So, medyo, ano siya, medyo gray or bluish-gray yung color niya. Okay. Kapag makakita tayo ng ganitong klase ng ulap that cover in the sky, asahan na natin yung mahinang pag-ulan. Okay, let's proceed to the next one. The altocumulus clouds, grayish-white clouds blanketing the entire sky, tend to look like a large fluffy sheets in which there is a lot of contrast between light and dark. Sun does not pass through them. If you see them in the morning, prepare a thunderstorm in the afternoon. Ibig sabihin, itong altocumulus clouds is yung color niya is grayish-white na nagko-cover sa sky. So, tend to look like a large fluffy sheet, kung saan makikita natin yung contrast between light and dark. Ibig sabihin, yung contrast, medyo matapang yung kulay ng light and dark. So, yung sun is hindi nakakapass through. Ibig sabihin, medyo makapal siya. So, kapag nakakita kayo ng altocumulus clouds in the morning, asahan nyo na magkakaroon ng mga thunderstorm in the afternoon. Okay? So, here's the picture of the altocumulus cloud. So, this is. So, as you can see, hindi tumatagos yung sun kasi medyo makapal siya. And then, yung contrast ng color between light and dark, nakikita natin. Okay, so let's proceed to the next one. Let's proceed to the stratus clouds. So, fog are very low-forming gray clouds, typically develop as cold air passes over warm air, something that usually occurs in winter. If you see stratus hanging overhead, expect drizzle or snow flurries. Expect that colder air will soon be on its way. Don't indicate much meteorological activity, and the precipitation cloud is, yes, light rain. So, kapag makakita kayo ng stratus clouds, ibig sabihin, fog ang nagko-cover sa sky. So, medyo magkakaroon ng mahinang pag-ulan. And kapag makakita kayo ng ganito, ibig sabihin hindi naman siya gaano nag-i-indicate ng iba-ibang meteorological activity gaya ng mga thunderstorms, mga tornadoes. So, kapag makakita kayo ng ganitong uri ng clouds, so, asahan na natin na medyo dadating na yung malamig na panahon. Okay, so the picture of the stratus cloud is here. So, kung nakikita natin siya, fog siya. Fog that cover in the sky. Yung color niya is gray. And kapag makakita kayo ng ganito, expect the light rain. Next is the cumulonimbus cloud. So, severe storms. So, cumulonimbus cloud mean that the weather is stormy. Anytime you see a cumulonimbus on the horizon, you can be sure that dangerous severe weather, such as short periods of heavy rain, strong wind, lightning, hail, and possibly tornadoes, isn't far off. So precipitation cloud is yes, often with intense rain and severe weather. Ibig sabihin, isa ito sa mga pinakadelikadong cloud kasi nga nagdadala ito ng mga severe weather ng hindi talaga magandang panahon. Kasi nga maaaring magdulot ito ng malakas na pag-ulan and strong wind, lightning, a thunderstorm, tornadoes, and kapag makakita kayo ng ganito, prepare talaga, and then you should be at home na lang. Kasi nga masama yung panahon kapag makakita kayo ng ganito. So let's show the picture of the cumulonimbus clouds. So here's the picture. So as you can see in the picture, medyo malaking uri siya ng clouds wherein nasasakop na niya yung low level and high level clouds. And then, kung mapapansin natin sa picture, the color of the base of this cloud is dark gray, kung saan maaari talaga itong magdulot ng hindi kaaya-ayang panahon, mga intense severe weather. Yung masunod is nimbus stratus clouds, rain, go away. Low-level dark clouds that usually prevent you from seeing the sun. These shapeless clouds often blanket the entire sky, making for a gloomy day, a sign of steady, moderate to heavy rain or snow that can last for several days on end. When these clouds begin to break, it is an indication that a cold front is passing. Ibig sabihin, kapag makakita tayo ng nimbus stratus clouds, asahan na natin yung moderate to heavy rain. Ibig sabihin, magkakaroon ng mga katamtaman hanggang sa malakas na pag-ulan. At pag makakita tayo ng ganitong uri ng clouds, it is an indication na magkakaroon na ng cold front. Okay? So here's the picture of the nimbus stratus cloud. So as you can see, hindi natin nakikita yung sun kasi nga nako-cover niya yung entire sky. So, pag makakita tayo ng ganito, it is an indication na magkakaroon na ng malamig na panahon. So, the last one is the stratocumulus clouds. Generally indicate light winds and possibly days of similar conditions, especially when they are seen in the winter. Large dark fluffy balls occurring in compressed layers and foretell bad weather. So kapag makakita tayo ng stratocumulus clouds, ibig sabihin it may indicate a bad weather. Kasi nga kung mapapansin natin, medyo thick siya, and then the color of this kind of cloud is dark gray, yung base niya, which is an indication na maaaring umulan, na maaaring magkaroon ng mga light winds, na maaaring ding maganap sa loob ng ilang araw. Okay? So here's the picture pala. The stratocumulus clouds. So as you can see, this type of clouds is thick and then medyo dark yung color niya, na maaaring maging indication ng unsettled weather. Okay, so let's proceed on how to predict weather through clouds. So go outside and look at the sky. If there are no clouds, then the weather is fine. But if there are clouds in the sky, you should take these steps. So kapag lumabas tayo at wala tayong nakitang ulap, it means that the weather is fine. Katulad na lamang sa cirrus clouds wherein makikita natin na yung klase ng ulap niya is manipis. So pero kapag merong clouds, you should take the steps and tingnan natin kung ano talaga ang weather na kanyang mapuproduce. The first is determine if you can see the sun or moon through them. If you can, then you're looking at the high altitude clouds. If the clouds are thick, then there's a chance of poor weather a day or two in the future. Ibig sabihin, kapag makakita tayo ng sun or moon na nag-pass through sa clouds, ibig sabihin, tumitingin tayo sa high altitude clouds. And kapag yung clouds is medyo thick, medyo magkakaroon ng hindi kaaya-ayang panahon in a day or two in the future. So, to determine when the storm will arrive, Observe whether or not the clouds appear to be moving. If they appear stationary, it is a slow-moving front and probably won't arrive for over a day. So, kung nais nating malaman kung kailan darating yung storm, we need to observe the movement of the clouds. So, kapag nakikita natin na medyo steady lang siya at hindi niya magalaw, ibig sabihin, it is a slow-moving front and hindi siya magdudulot ng mga storm over a day. Maaaring next day pa. Okay. However, if they appear to be moving, then the change in weather will be there faster. You can tell which way the storm is traveling by the direction the clouds are pointing. Ibig sabihin, kapag nakikita natin that the clouds are moving, it will be an indication na magkakaroon agad ng pagbabago sa panahon. And with that, maaari din nating malaman kung saan papunta yung storm. Kasi nga makikita natin yun sa movement ng clouds. So, kung yung clouds is going to left, ibig sabihin, the storm will going left also. Okay? So, on the other hand, if you cannot see through clouds, so, kanina, kung nakikita yung sun and moon through clouds, yun yung mga dapat gawin. So, here naman, so if you cannot see through clouds, chances are that you are looking at middle or low altitude clouds. Ibig sabihin, mataas yung chance na ikaw ay, na ang nakikita mo ay yung mga middle and low altitude clouds. So, the first that you're going to do is to determine which of the two you are dealing with by observing shape, color, and other more obvious giveaways. So, ibig sabihin, i-determine mo muna yung shape niya, and then color niya, and yung yung mga characteristics ng clouds. And are they covering the entire sky? Then they may be middle altitude clouds, though they appear to be gray with a blue tint or fluffy white or gray clouds with a lot of contrast between light and dark. So if yes, yung answer dito, then these are middle altitude clouds and you should prepare for a rain within a half a day. Okay? So, kapag hindi mo nakikita yung sun or moon that passes through the clouds and the clouds are covering the sky, so maaaring middle clouds siya. Here, kapag hindi mo nakikita yung sun or moon that passes through the clouds, so maaaring ikaw ay tumitingin sa middle and low altitude clouds. So, kapag yung clouds is covering the entire sky, then the clouds are middle altitude clouds. Though they appear to be gray with a blue tint or fluffy white or gray clouds with a lot of contrast between dark and light, ibig sabihin, if yes, so yung clouds is maaaring magdulot ng pag-ulan. So, if you answer no to any of those questions, so the question is are they covering the entire sky? Or do they appear to be gray with a blue tint or fluffy white or gray clouds with a lot of contrast between light and dark? So, kapag yung answer mo is no, then check for low altitude clouds. These tend to appear low and often engulf mountains and buildings. If it looks like an elevated fog, expect drizzle. If it isn't already. If it is rows of low, dark, lumpy clouds, then the weather is otherwise okay. But watch for further developments. If there is a low, dark, gray sheet, then it's probably raining. If it's not, quickly go get your umbrella. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, kung yung answer mo is no, sa mga question na kung yung clouds ba, so, if you answered no to any of those questions, kung saan tinanong doon kung yung clouds is covering the entire sky, or kung yung color ba ng clouds is bluish gray or white or fluffy with a contrast of light and dark, ibig sabihin, kung no yung answer mo doon, ibig sabihin, check the low altitude clouds. So, in addition, yung low clouds is maaaring din siyang mag-looks like an elevated fog kung saan maaari din itong magdulot ng mahinang pag-ulan. So, if it is rows of low, dark, lumpy clouds, then the weather is otherwise okay. Okay, so if your clouds naman are low, fluffy and white like cotton balls in the sky, then the weather is okay. So kapag makikita ka doon ng low clouds, fluffy, and kaparang cotton siya, then the weather is okay. However, keep an eye on this for any vertical growth of the clouds upward into the sky, turning to anvil shapes. So it looks like cumulus clouds kasi nga yung weather niya is fine. So kapag magkakaroon ng vertical growth or development na maaaring mag-turn sa cumulus clouds into cumulonimbus clouds, ibig sabihin maaaring magkaroon ng hindi magandang panahon. So these clouds can unexpectedly change from fair weather indicators into violent thunderstorms. Ito na nga yung sinasabi ko na lagi tayong maging handa kapag makikita tayo ng cumulus clouds. Huwag tayong pumasa sa ating nakikita na dahil nga cumulus cloud siya, ibig sabihin maganda talaga yung panahon. So we need to be always prepared for these clouds kasi maaaring bumigla lang iba yung panahon. Maaaring magkaroon ng thunderstorms, ng mga severe weather kapag cumulus clouds will turn into cumulonimbus clouds. Okay, so let's proceed to the importance of predicting through clouds. So clouds cover is an important component of understanding and predicting the weather. Not only cloud cover impact the sky condition and inform precipitation predictions, it also helps regulate the temperature that occurs in a region. Clouds form throughout all levels of the atmosphere and affect both weather and climate. Through clouds, people can be ready and prepare for possible weather. So for instance, if the precipitation is high, so based from the clouds na inobserve natin or na-predict natin, so then we can ready to bring an umbrella or raincoat. Okay? So naintindihan na ba yung importance ng clouds? So, alam naman natin na yung clouds is very important talaga kasi it is one of the component in the water cycle. And dahil nga sa mga clouds kung kaya nangyayari yung precipitation. So, in terms naman sa importance ng clouds in predicting weather, it is very important naman kasi through the clouds, we can be prepared. We can always prepare for possible weather na mangyayari. For example, yung cumulonimbus which often brings bad weather. So, makaka-prepare tayo kung ano ba talaga yung ating mga dapat gawin. So, diba, syempre, kung may masamang panahon, we need to stay at home and secure our properties. Okay? Class, did you understand the discussion? So, kung hindi nyo medyo naintindihan yung discussion, so sabihin nyo lang because I will repeat it and i-discuss ko ulit for you to understand it well. Okay, naintindihan ba? Okay, naintindihan naman. So, I have your question for me to determine kung may nalaman ba kayo sa discussion ko. Okay, so the first question is, okay, what are the types of clouds that bring fair weather? How about unpleasant weather? Okay, so anyone can answer the question? Okay? Okay, very good. The next question, how to predict weather through clouds? Okay, so yes, you can answer the question. Okay, very good. Okay, the third one is, why it is important that we can know how to predict weather through clouds? Okay, yes, please, you can answer the question. Okay, so far, you've learned a lot from my discussion. So, we're going to have a group activity. Okay, for the group 1, which is weather forecasting, the students will act as weather forecaster and describe particular types of clouds and the weather it produces. Okay, the group 2, the students will create an advertisement or commercial about the importance of predicting clouds. Okay, and number 3, the group 3, the trivia pageant. The students will make a trivia pageant on how to predict weather through clouds. Get it? Okay. Okay, class, you performed well, and through these activities, I know that you've learned a lot based from my discussion. So, Dahil marami na kayong alam, so let's proceed to the short quiz. One half sheet of paper and listen to me as I read the question. I read the question twice, okay? I read the question twice, okay? What kind of weather did the cumulus clouds will produce? What kind of weather did the cumulus clouds will produce? Okay? Second, nimbus stratus clouds will produce what kind of weather? Nimbus stratus clouds will produce what kind of weather? Number 3, what type of clouds experiences warm weather but with a risk of storm? What types of clouds experiences warm weather but with a risk of storm? Okay, number 4, types of clouds that produces dangerous severe weather such as short periods of heavy rain, strong wind, lightning, hail, and possibly tornadoes. Okay? Next, number 5. When we see stratus clouds, what we should expect? When we see stratus clouds, what we should expect? Okay, so 6 to 8, put a bracket on your paper. Briefly explain how we can predict weather through clouds. Okay, briefly explain how we can predict weather through clouds. Okay, 9 and 10. 9 to 10, put a bracket also. And the question here is, in 2 to 3 sentences, explain the importance of predicting clouds. In 2 to 3 sentences, explain the importance of predicting clouds. Okay, are you done? Pass your paper. Okay. Before we will end our discussion, so I have first prepared you an assignment. So your assignment, class, is that make an infographic or flyers about the weather produced by clouds, how to predict it, and its importance, especially to us people. So this assignment will be submitted tomorrow. Okay. So is there any question about the topic I have discussed a while ago? Okay, if there's no question, then okay. Goodbye, class. Okay, goodbye and God bless.